Hi everybody and welcome back to my channel. I'm so glad you're here. So for today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys my everyday makeup routine. So for this routine, it's not going to be so super easy and fast. It's really going to be a tutorial of like a 20-minute makeup routine where you're really going to sit down, do your makeup, take time to really put in the work and the details, and feel really confident about your day. I will definitely list all the products down below and tell you guys where you can get them and how much they are. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. Okay guys, the first thing that I always start off with after I've washed my face, I always start out with a really good moisturizer. So this is the Belief, the True Cream Aqua Bomb. I'm actually almost out of this stuff, you can't really tell. And I just take my fingers and dip it in here, apply it on my face, and then just rub it in. And you also want to rub your moisturizer down your neck. And if my hair looks a little crazy, it's because it is. Because I literally just hopped out of the shower, brushed my hair, dried it, and scrunched it up a little bit and put this headband in it. So if it looks a little crazy, it's because it is. Okay, the next product I'm going to be going in with, this is the Physicians Formula Spotlight Illuminating Primer. So first, I like to just pump this out on my finger and then just apply it on my face. I normally just do a pump and a half to cover my whole face. And then I just rub it in. And this primer does a really great job at just making my skin look so bright and luminous. Okay, the next product I'm going to be going in with, and I just recently picked this up at Walmart, but it has already been one of the foundations I've really been reaching for, and it is the Maybelline Dream Cushion Fresh Face Liquid Foundation on the Go. So it's basically just a cushion foundation, and it looks like this here. And how I like to use it is I just take my beauty blender, and I will put it in here and just press it in and get the amount of product I want, and then I will really just take my time and build this foundation up where I want it. Okay, now that I've got one even layer of foundation on, I like to go back in and build up the coverage where I think I have extra redness. So I would definitely say this foundation is a light to medium coverage, but you can really build it up in the places that you need the extra coverage. Okay, now that I've got my foundation on, and I've built up the coverage where I need it, I'm going to go in with the Too Faced Born This Way Naturally Radiant Concealer. So I'm going to start off with applying this underneath my eyes. And then I also applied it down the center of my face because I really want the brightness to really be right on the center of my face. And I'm going to take my beauty blender and blend it out. Okay, as soon as I'm finished with my concealer, I'm going to go straight in with the Coty Airspun powder and just set the concealer to keep it from creasing. And I'm not going to bake, I'm really just going to set the concealer in. And I don't really have an oily face other than my T-zone and sometimes around the sides of my nose, so I'm really going to go in with a very light hand and just powder the rest of my face. And that's really just to lock in the foundation to make sure it'll last as long as possible. Next thing I'm going to do is go in with the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. And I'm really going to use this here to sculpt my face. And when you're doing your bronzer, you really want to focus the tip of your brush in the hollows of your cheekbones. And this will really give your face dimension and make it appear more slim. And also applying bronzer right at the tip of your hairline on your forehead will make a large forehead appear smaller. Next, I'm going to go in with the Wet n Wild Baked Blush and Don't Flutter Yourself. You guys have seen me use this in almost every single video. So I'm just going to take my Morphe Wild 1 brush and dip it in and then tap it off. And I'm really just going to apply this on the apples of my cheeks because this here has such a luminous finish that when you apply it to the apples of your cheeks, it just makes your face look really bright, and it almost makes you look happier, I believe, because a light pink flush to the cheeks makes you appear more approachable. Okay guys, the last item I'm going to be using on my complexion is the Ofra NikkiTutorials EverGlow Highlighter. Since this is such a really intense highlighter, I just take my fan brush and I really just kind of focus it on this really light shade, and I'm really going to focus this just on the tops of my cheekbones and down the center of my nose and the top of my Cupid's bow. And once I have applied the highlighter on the tops of my cheekbones and my nose, I like to go in with a smaller, more dense brush and really take it and blend it into the skin so that it does not look like you just have a stripe of highlighter on. It really just looks like a glow. And as you can tell, this highlighter is very bright. Okay guys, for the eyes, I'm going to go in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Soft Glam palette. And this here is very well loved. I have used this palette so many times I've lost count, and it is just so beautiful. It has a really nice color story in this palette, and I believe you can get multiple looks, whether you want just a really simple, easy, everyday back to school look, or if you want a really intense, vibrant, out on the town kind of look. And also this palette comes with a really nice mirror too. Okay, the first shade I'm gonna go in with is this one on the top right corner, and it is called Tempera. And I'm gonna take this side of the brush and dip in, and I'm really gonna just use this as my base color all over my eyes. I zoomed you guys in just a bit more so you can really see the work I'm gonna do on my eyes. Okay, next I'm gonna go in with the shade Orange Soda, and I'm gonna use my Morphe Y16. And I'm really just gonna work this color into my crease. Okay guys, since that color was so light, it's almost the color of my skin, just a little bit warmer, I'm actually gonna go into the shade Burnt Orange, right here. And I'm gonna take a smaller brush, and I'm gonna go right below this color, right in the crease. Okay guys, and to deepen up my crease a little bit more, I'm gonna go in with the shade Sienna. Okay guys, next I'm going to go in with the shade Mulberry on the top left corner of the palette. And I'm really just going to take a very small amount, and I'm almost just going to kind of press it right here on the top of my lash line and just barely in my outer corner. Okay guys, and I actually ended up taking Mulberry and also running it all the way through my crease too. Okay guys, this is where the very meticulous work comes in. So I'm going to take my ColourPop No Filter Concealer, and this is so light for me, so I always use it to just cut out my crease and just put some on my hand. Okay guys, and I'm going to take this very small e.l.f. defining eye brush, and I'm going to dip it in this concealer. And I'm really going to take my time to cut out my crease, and I'm only going to go about halfway. So I'm really just going to follow the line of my natural crease and then just cover it with concealer. Okay guys, and once I have placed the concealer and I'm happy with where it is, I like to take my finger and just pat at the very edges of it just to make it not so harsh. Now I'm going to do the same thing to this side. Okay, and like I said before, once I'm finished with it, I like to just take my finger and pat out the edges because I want a really soft edge. Okay guys, and with this eyeshadow palette, the metallics in here, I really don't like to use a brush with them because most of the time I'll get fallout on my face, and I really never do my eyes before my base. So I like to go in with my finger, and I think I'm actually going to take the shade Rose Pink right here. And I like to just take my finger and dip it in it, and you can see it's very, very pretty. And I like to just pat this on my eyelid right on top of the concealer. Okay guys, I've got the rose pink color on, and now I think I'm going to go in with the shade Bronze. And this is also very pigmented, and I think I'm just going to place this right in the center of the pink. Okay guys, and once I've done that, I'm going to go back in with the second color I used, called Burnt Orange. And I'm very lightly just going to blend out the edges on top of the crease and where the two colors met. Okay guys, next I'm going to apply eyeshadow to my lower lash line. So I'm actually going to build up the colors. So I'm going to start off with the first shade Burnt Orange, and I'm actually using the Anastasia brush that come with the palette, just this really skinny small side. Okay, I went ahead and applied Burnt Orange. So next I'm going to go into the shade Sienna, and I'm using my Morphe Y18 brush. And you want to really make sure that your bottom lash line connects to the eyeshadow in your crease in your outer corner on your top eyelid. Okay guys, and last but not least, I'm going to go in with the shade Glistening. I'm going to use it on my finger, and I'm really going to work this into my inner corner in the very beginning of my lower lash line. So now I'm going to go in with mascara, and this is the Loreal Lash Paradise, what I always use. And I'm going to apply about 2 coats of this, and I'll be right back. Okay guys, I'm back, and I applied 2 coats of mascara. So last but not least, I'm going to go in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Lip Gloss in the shade Vintage. Okay guys, I'm back, and I applied 1 coat of the lip gloss. So the last thing I always like to do before I'm completely finished with my makeup is I like to really spray myself in MAC Fix Plus. So when you spray this here, it really just melts all the products together, and it really makes it look skin-like. And then I just like dry my face, and I'm just using the Unicarton that the Soft Glam palette came in. Alright guys, and this is the finished look. So I hope you guys really enjoyed this video, and I tried to really sit down and explain every single product to you guys and tell you how I would use it. So I hope these tips really helped you guys out. Please like this video and subscribe to my channel, guys. I'm really trying to grow my channel and mean the absolute world if you would subscribe. And definitely come back to my next video. So I'll see you guys next time. Bye.